No Man's Sky has put out another update, and it's a really good one. I'm Controlled Chaos. In this video, I'm going to go over exactly what the update is. Now, you will want to stay till the end of this video because it has very important information all the way through it. This update is an expedition. It is specifically crafted for the Halloween season. It is called the Cursed Expedition, and this one is really cool and interesting because what they have done is they have made it so that it's a Twilight realm. It's between realms, which is really interesting and cool. Not only that, you do not have access to hyperdrive means, which means no warping. You cannot warp. You will have to use ancient portal networks to get around and do this expedition. That is different from all the other expeditions out there, and that's going to be very interesting. A lot of new things to try to figure out with that. But not only that, there's these haunting voices that will be lurking through other dimensions, providing guidance, information, and blueprints and mysteries to help you out along the way. In the regular setup of No Man's Sky, when you play, travelers must set themselves up for various of environmental hazards such as toxic protection, radiation, stuff like that. With the Curse, however, you are pitted against a single more industrious threat, which is the weakening of the boundaries of reality. Your exosuit comes fitted with a special anomaly supporter, and this is maintained very carefully. This anomaly sensor basically has it so that there's these ghostly, shall I say, creatures that will show up. Now, the interesting thing about these ghostly creatures is they are mostly harmless. However, as your anomaly suppressor weakens, the time will become where these creatures start becoming hostile. And that's really important. And that's a new gameplay mechanic that's interesting. We're getting creatures that aren't hostile that become hostile. And so that's a new gameplay mechanic that's going to be really interesting. I'm going to enjoy seeing how that works. The cool thing is you'll need to get a number of otherworldly things that as you navigate through this cursed boundaries to strengthen yourself up, such as elixirs of glass, revealing the location of portals, with elixir of quicksilver and primarily opening gateways, and the elixir of blood for those that reach the end of the journey. It's the final travel will require a drink from the elixir of water, and that's an interesting new setup to use, that they have these different elixirs that we're going to be using to help us along the way. On top of that, there's a different thing that's happening, and that this expedition is not 6 weeks long. It is only 2 weeks long. So from the date of this video, which is October 23rd, you have 2 weeks to finish this. And that's interesting. That is cool. This is a different, shorter time span of an expedition that we have. But there are still the really cool rewards we get. We get the normal posters that you see right here. You also get this seal-based part that is really interesting and gonna be cool to use. Then there's this jetpack trail that you get that looks really cool. It's called the Ink Stained Jetpack Trail and looks really nice. On top of that, you get this boundary horror Mandibles. This is a helmet that you get to wear. This is a new headpiece. And just look at that and the way it looks. It looks completely different. It has that sort of Cthulhu monstrous look to it. It's a very Halloween type feel, which I really, really like. Then there's a new companion, a bioluminescent companion that looks really interesting. You can sort of see like a vein structure in it, and it's writable and stuff like that. That's really cool. On top of that, you also get a new Boundary Herald starship. This is a UFO inspired spaceship that we get, and that looks really awesome and cool. I love the look and feel of this ship because of the way it looks. It's totally different from any other ship we have in No Man's Sky, and that's really cool. Plus, there's going to be a community research being done with the whole entire Quicksilver synthesis system, and that's nice and cool. And then there's also a bunch of bug fixes that happened, so you want to click on the link down below to see all of the bug fixes. It has all this information I've gone over, so you can read more in depth of what it's about and what bug fixes they have, because there's fixes for the Xbox, the Switch, the PS5, and stuff like that. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe if you're not subscribed, and have a great day.